Thanks very much for joining me, everybody. It is lovely to be here to have a catch up on love empowerment. Now, this is the Love Empowerment Week. Of course, every day is about being love empowered, but I'm doing a kind of gathering, kind of course at the moment, and I had planned to do this so that we would have from the Monday all the way to the Sunday focused on this. And so this is brilliant. Now on Tuesday we were away to see One Direction. Thank you very much appreciation to my family as well. We all kind of um, made this happen for Lucy's birthday present. And we went to go and see them on Tuesday. There was so much fun at Murrayfield in Edinburgh. The boys were absolutely brilliant. Their reciprocity and supportive nature between them and their support, everyone that goes to see them is really, 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 really nice, really lovely, really warm-hearted stuff. And so it was such a lovely atmosphere. It was so enjoyable, and Lizzie had one of the best times, and also me as well with Lizzie had one of the best times in our lives together there. So that was brilliant. We're really appreciative of that. And so we are back to it now, and of course, still in this love empowerment phase and focus. And I've also been listening out to what other people have been talking about out there as well, and also the astrology too, and kind of bringing it all together and seeing how it all correlates, etc. So here I've got some messages of insight that have come across, and this is what I'm getting. That now we are really in this kind of Taurus, this is Lucy's star sign, this kind of Taurus, Taurian energy, and Venus as well is there. So this is a really loving, warm-hearted, stable, grounded, earthy, with that spiritual aspect. It's really magical vibration, and that's what that's all about just now. So this is a wonderful time, and the messages that you're about to hear are really something else. Now, I had forecast that certainly by the end of May to June that people would really be starting to come together with soulmates or twin flames and all that kind of thing. And now wait, do you hear this? This is brilliant, because just a few days ago I did a forecast, but I couldn't quite get it online. I've been just so busy. But the forecast certainly came up through law of attraction, through the cards. I didn't pick them on purpose. They came through, and they were completely in alignment with what I had forecast over a month ago, saying this right for the end of May to June, that this is what was happening. Love begins. Love is beginning, and if it's already with you, that means that it is becoming stronger. So you're stronger rooted in your own self-love first and foremost, because you've got to be, obviously, for anything else to be happening. So that's the main thing. And that goes hand in hand with this Taurus Venus energy, which is so magical. So this is a really, really good week. And I am just going to give you a few messages which came across about this in particular for the rest of this week. Okay, so we're a little bit further on now. We're on the 5th of June 2014. And what it was coming up, really, the message was that we really need to kind of make sure, and for us that are really high vibing, I'm going to be really positive anyway, so it might just be tiny little things that we need to kind of make sure that we're not letting any tiny little limits or whatever, limiting beliefs, or trying to kind of put too much into structure in place. This card was amazing because it really highly correlates with the Virgo energy. This is a moon in Virgo right now, and so Virgo can be really excellent if we're utilizing the strengths. In other words, when we're consciously aware. But you don't want to, let's say, for instance, we need to make sure that we're doing all these different things that keep us in this kind of healthy, balanced, and really good positive state. Because if we're not, and we're not really aware, not really as consciously aware, then we can kind of slip a little bit into the ego a little bit more. And that's okay. That's really, this can be really helpful too. However, if it kind of like goes into like ego-based fears, etc., or less positive behaviors like substituting healthy consumption for fast, quick fixes like chocolate or coffee or things like that, sometimes that can see us chasing our tail because that's ego based. We're like chasing our tail. And that, you know, that's fine. We are human beings, but you know, we don't want to be chasing our tail. We want to always be making sure that we're as healthy as possible. So this further facilitates us standing in that spiritual, bringing through that spiritual heart centeredness, and really kind of living from there. And so eating healthily, drinking healthily as much as possible. I mean, I do have treats as well. So, I mean, we all do. So it's just making sure, you know, those of us that are high vibing are going to be able to kind of like, we'll have our treats and things and it works quite well and we'll be able to balance. My treats these days, I'm really healthy. I'm vegan. So when I say treats, I'm talking about like something like Iron Brew Heat in there or something like that, and that's about as much as a treat goes for me. Maybe some vegan chocolate and stuff, but it's all really healthy. So thankfully, I'm really kind of high vibing on that, and that's great for me. So these are kind of like some kind of things that we can do, just like hints and tips, just make it a little bit easier, and to stay in that heart-centered, authentic alignment. Anyway, so what was the other thing? Yeah, the big card from before was all about self-worth. Yeah, that's what it was. So it's tying into that Taurus Venus energy, and it's so important right now because there's so many good things that are going to happen, and we're going to have to be ready for it. And so, to take time to follow our spiritual needs, this will facilitate a healthy and happy life in physical matters, e.g., the key to keep more into this authenticity and grounded spirituality, just as I said, was also not only eating healthy consumption, but also getting into that sacral chakra and acknowledging and really, really saying, you know, I'm worth those desires. I'm worthy of listening to my heart, to my sacral chakra. All my chakras are kind of combined and connected and integral. They're symbiotic. All aspects of ourself are symbiotic and interdependent, just as all of us are, in the whole entire world, and the whole entire universe is symbiotic and is interdependent. There's nothing split up and separate. It's all in unity. Everything works in harmony, maybe in different ways, but it's all in harmony. And so therefore, it is important that, yes, that we do acknowledge our creative pursuits and passions, and really kind of through those times, through, like, for example, I've been doing this today. I really loved art. I went to college to study art a little bit later on when I could really relax a little bit more and get into it, and I ended up doing really well. I aced it in terms of the design part, certainly, and I think it was the design part or the art. Can't remember if it's art history or what. I got B for a part and an A for another part. Anyway, all I know is that I really love the kind of like design and making aspects. And so I'm kind of getting back into that now as well, which is really nice. And I think that it's through these times, I mean, I've been doing like a lot of just simple meditation without, like, you know, getting into the kind of arty part of it, but my art would come through in like my words, my speech, my creativity would flow through the authentic, the truth, bringing forth the using the throat chakra, singing, and all that kind of thing, and through kind of like intuitive movement and all that. So that's what I did. So I guess that was kind of using those creative passions and really standing in your authenticity and further embodying and bringing forth that kind of spiritual energy in flow there, really allowing it to flow. So that really helps us to ground in our divine paths. And this is important. Just going to get to the end of this now. We're now just got a few more minutes left to do this, although I'm not kind of timing myself, but I want to kind of let it flow for us all. So here we go. This is the important, really important part. It's all important, but this is really, really cool. What I did was I got another card, and I'm just kind of like going off my notes here as well. The other message I asked for was, is there something that's deep down that we're maybe not quite aware of, that, you know, Spirit needs us to know for the rest of this week? You know, flick through Law of Attraction, up it came, and it was number 8, accelerated motion. So If you're watching this, hopefully you're not going to be seeing it from an ego perspective. If you think that something's happening really quickly, it can be like, oh my goodness, overwhelming. If it's kind of, if you're not grounded in that spirituality, where you're, healthy consumption, spiritually, in that kind of spiritual sense, that heart chakra, you're really consciously aware, highly consciously aware that this is going to feel good to you. Accelerated motion, something means something good in line with your desires is really about to take shape and fruition really, really quickly. Okay, so be ready for this. This could be this, anytime towards the weekend or the weekend itself, something really cool is about to happen. Or certainly, I would say within the next week and a half to 2 weeks. Okay, and of course, this can extend further on, but it feels as if it's accelerated motion, so it feels like it's really quite close. Okay. So the accelerated motion is all about, as I said, your desires coming to fruition really quickly, and now it's just believing and letting things flow. So again, this really links back and correlates really nicely to the messages that we got from Law of Attraction. It's come up with the other card about, really kind of standing in that place of strength, being spiritually grounded, and, letting your authenticity flow through there. So I'm going to try and find this accelerated motion card just now and just kind of see if there's anything else that I need to take from this card to relate to you. And what a great card. I got a feeling. Yes, I was right, it was this side. So this is what it looks like. I'm just going to show you. Yeah. Number 8. Okay, so yes, it's speed, light, swift movement. So that's how it feels, if it's going to be really quite soon. And something good, because it's all about the conditions being perfect now, and appear to be rapidly heading in the direction of your goals and desires. So it's all aligned to your highest good. So it's all good. This is good, peaceful, comfortable, ease. But if it's exciting, it's good exciting, as in it's good, it's right. It feels just right. Okay, it's all good. And luck is on your side, and enthusiasm is an all-time high. It says, brace yourself as you finally witness the manifestation of what you've worked for and visualized. So yeah, it says a strong current is taking you to a positive outcome and future. So this is a really excellent card. So now just trusting that flow and letting it all happen. And it does say as well, brace yourself. So it's a really time to get ready. Okay, so this is what this is all about. It's saying get ready for all this goodness that you have worked and you have worked hard on from a spiritual sense. And this is now your time to see all this come to fruition. Okay. It also calls for initiative, but you should also ask yourself, is there anything else in my life that I need to act on now? And be wise, take advantage of these ideal conditions. It isn't the time to fight against the river of life. Trust, have faith. So it's all about trusting, knowing, having faith that this strong current is taking you. You are taking and working with it all into an even more positive outcome for your future. So I'm so pleased and grateful to be able to relay this to all of you. Thank you for listening. I'm so pleased to be able to give you this. It's completely law of attraction based. I'm not choosing these specifically. This is coming about, or I am choosing it, but through vibrations. But these are kind of coming up through law of attraction there. I'm not looking at these cards when I choose them, in other words. So there we go. And it all correlates with all the energies, and I'm sure that if you understand all the energies from the astrology, the scientific stuff, it really most importantly, the intuitive side, that you've been kind of feeling these vibes, that this is it, and this really will make a lot of sense to you as a highly consciously aware being. So thank you and enjoy. And I hope to speak with you very soon and find out how all these different things are manifesting in your lives as well as in ours. And yeah, so that's great. Speak to you very, very soon.